Fear, shite recruitment, and Michael Beale not having a clue what he's doing. Take your pick. What was the reason Rangers lost today?
It was a mixture of all three for me, but yeah, 1-0 Celtic, clinical depression for me, but I mean, let's be real, as Chris Boyd just said, he wouldn't even pick that back four in a League Cup game, and Rangers still couldn't even score against him in the last 35 minutes.
Welcome back, guys, to Fog Football. That pretty much sums up the game. A team that wouldn't get picked for the League Cup came to Ibrox today. They kept a clean sheet and they won this game. And a lot of Celtic fans recently have been criticising the defence, and I've been defending the Celtic defence, and I think that goes to prove that the defence is not the issue. Once again, Celtic kept a clean sheet today. They've kept 2 clean sheets at the last 3 games. They've only conceded 1 goal in the last 3 games, yet everyone has been saying it's shambolic and it's a horrible defence and the defence is costing the team. For me, it's obviously the attacking players that are costing Celtic. They didn't really create much today, but they only needed to create 1 chance because Rangers couldn't score. Rangers huffed and puffed, but Rangers just could not get the ball in the back of the net. And when you look at all the money that they've spent on Danilo and Dessers, and Lammers is supposed to be a big signing, brought in Sima on loan. They've just brought in so many attacking players, and are any of them better than the players that they replaced? Are they better than Sakala? Are they better than Colak? Are they better than Prime Morelos or Prime Kent? For me, the answer is a clear no. So I think this Rangers team is regressing under Michael Beale. Doesn't make any sense. They've had a big transfer window, yet they've got way worse. You look at Rangers last season, they were, I'd say, the best team in the league towards the end, towards the last couple months of the season. They beat Celtic 3-0 in that Old Firm game. They were looking good. And you fast forward like 3-4 months and they look like a shadow of them former selves. I mean, all this attacking money spent on players and they just can't score.
No, they just can't score, and they never look like scoring. I know we can talk about, right, they scored 2, one offside and one, it was a joke decision, we'll get to it, right? And also Lammers went round the goalie, right, and he really should score it. But they didn't rip Celtic open at any point. It was all half chances, out of nothing. Well, Celtic constantly were in behind. I actually think Celtic's finishing today was just as bad as Rangers, apart from obviously Kyogo's shot. Do you not think so?
I mean, yeah, if you look at Celtic's back 4, they had a right back that nobody wants at the club, a left back that nobody wants at the club, a centre back that nobody wants at the club and is 5th choice at best, and then they had BEALE, who everyone is saying is not ready, is not good enough, and is a project for the for like the future or whatever. And yet this back 4, along with Joe Hart, that's been criticised and came under a lot of pressure, they managed to get the job done. Very strange. I mean, it's not like Rangers were creating chance after chance after chance here. A lot of Rangers attacks were crap balls into the box that were easily dealt with, whether it be high balls, low balls. It's just very poor crosses with a lack of Rangers players getting on the end of it. And Celtic just dealt with it.
Here, the league may not necessarily be over, but it is over for Rangers, right? Because obviously there's the likes of Motherwell who could go top today, but let's be real. Celtic, as we've just talked about, they couldn't have realistically fielded a worse defence. I know Johnson started, but by the end, it can't get worse than that, right? At Ibrox, with no away fans, they've just had 2 games in a row without scoring, playing pish.
Yeah, they turn up and they beat Rangers and keep a clean sheet.
And let's not see before that PSV game. It was all Rangers hype. Oh, Rangers turned it around. They've drew with PSV and promising, they smoked Ross County in the first half. Clean sheet. What's happened?
To be fair, I was never on this Rangers hype train.
But a lot of people were.
I was more on the Celtic or shite train rather than the Rangers hype train, and I thought, well, Celtic are looking that bad at the moment that I think Rangers should beat them, especially with home advantage. Rangers just looked like the team more likely to create stuff going forward, but not today.
No, not today. We've got Chris Sutton and Boyd arguing, and you know what? Let's just get to right. So Rangers score an offside goal. It was clear offside, right? Kyogo has a flick, doesn't go in. But let's just get to the main talking point, right? So Lagerbielke is dilly-dallying on the ball. Dessers gets in front of him, and he boots the back of Dessers and falls over. Dessers runs up, squares at the roof, few touches, bang, good night, 1-0. And we're thinking, right, that has to count. Then he goes to VAR, right? And you'd think, right, if he's slowing it down, it makes it even more obvious. How is that a clear and obvious mistake? VAR is supposed to be for clear and obvious mistakes. How is that a clear and obvious mistake? He slows it down, it makes it more obvious that he's booked at the back of Dessers and they've disallowed this.
Not saying this is the reason, but could you make a case it's the referees are not brave enough to stick with their decision once they're told to go and look at VAR?
Yeah, but we've seen in England that...
That's very rare though.
They don't tell them. But what's the fucking point of VAR?
How often do you see a referee go and look at VAR and keep his own decision?
But that's that. Then what's the point of VAR?
No, I'm just saying, it's like anytime they go to the video, all you hear the commentators like, oh, you know what this means? And like,
right, well, listen.
No, but I think when he goes to that monitor, everyone is expecting him almost to change his mind.
So what's the point of the referee even going? What's the point of the pitch side monitor? See if the people in the fan inside the stadium are contesting it, then why is it just given? Why is the foul that what's the point? Because you're right, every time they go, doesn't matter what league, what competition, they go to it and they overrule it.
That referee should have went there and went, no, you know what? Lagerbielke has actually kicked the back of kicked the back of Dessers. I'm going to stand by my decision. I think I got it right. And he should have awarded the goal. Now, Rangers fans must have thought he awarded the goal because there was a big massive cheer and celebration once Don Robertson came away for the video.
Although, I heard Don Robertson say to Dessers that as long as I'm refereeing, you'll never get a decision against Celtic. So, you know, I did hear that. Did you catch up on that?
Alan Stubbs, eat your heart out. You're not the only one with the inside info.
Cunt, Alan Stubbs. Go fuck yourself.
Well, so the referee does disallow it, but the Rangers fans thought that he did allow it at the beginning, and a little bit comical. But no, this was a joke. I would like, well, it'd be nice if Celtic fans were honest here and came on and says this was a goal, because if this happened against Celtic, you're not telling me that there wouldn't be an outrage. You're telling me Chris Sutton wouldn't be crying his eyes out over this.
Of course he would.
It was a perfectly good goal. If this is a foul, football's dead. Lagerbielke kicks the back of Dessers' leg and he falls down. See if this happens in the box and Dessers goes down. Are you telling me that's not a penalty? That is fucking 100% a Rangers penalty.
How many times do you see a defender go to clear the ball, the attacker gets in front, he boots him and they give a penalty?
The only difference is here, Dessers didn't go down.
It's one of the worst decisions I've ever seen. Honestly.
Well, he didn't see the Kilmarnock game yesterday.
True, but you know, I'm not biased. I really ain't. See if this is Celtic, I'd be like, that's a fucking joke. And you know what? See, overall, I know we can say it changed the result of the game, but Rangers didn't react. Let's be real. See if Rangers went 1-0 up here. I think Celtic would have bombarded Rangers and probably would have got at least a draw anyway. Because, I mean, the goal they scored, that's got nothing. I mean, it was just pish for Rangers.
I mean, great finish for Kyogo. Let's talk about that goal then. Great finish for Kyogo, but you think it was pish defending?
No, it was. John Sears playing them all. Great goal for Kyogo. Like, there's nothing in the way for Kyogo. But
I felt like Kyogo was almost showing off. Because he had time to get closer to Butland. But he just decided, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to take the shot for outside the box.
Yeah.
And he scores it. Which Kyogo's not really known for. I'd say he's more known for like dribbling up and putting it around the goalkeeper. But he decided to take a longer range strike here, and it was a good finish, bottom of the net, 1-0 at half time. I don't think Celtic were great. I know Chris Sutton has came out, Neil Lennon's came out and says Callum McGregor was amazing. I didn't see that.
So Rangers sat off in the first half like the counter. It's embarrassing. With that defence that Celtic had out, you've got to fucking go for it. They didn't. It's disgusting. I have nothing. It's soul destroying.
I mean, second half, Rangers huffed and puffed. They got a lot of crosses into the box, but most of them were shite. The passing in the final third was awful. I mean, I don't know how many times Cantwell gave the ball away, Matondo gave the ball away, Dessers done nothing, wouldn't even run, wouldn't close anybody down. I mean, I think that's a criticism that Cholak got, but I mean, at least Cholak scored goals as well. If Dessers is not going to chase people down and he can't score goals, then why the fuck just not keep Cholak? Doesn't make much sense to me. He made the subs, and I feel like anytime I've watched Michael Beale this season, it's the same thing. He just makes a like-for-like subs. There's no change to the tactics, or it's just a personnel switch. It's like, oh well, I'll take these attacking players off and bring these attacking players on. I've never seen Michael Beale change things up. Like, they're getting beat 1-0 today. Do you not think maybe you should have switched something up instead of just doing like-for-like subs?
Yeah, he subbed Roof off, which he got absolutely booed. The Roof got booed off for that, right? Dessers has started so many games now in a row. Dessers has started every game since Morton, right? And I think he's been shite. Right, you'll see the pass from Matondo against PSV, really good, right? Saved the day for the offside goal initially, but his pressing's horrendous. Oh, but he won the ball off Lagerbielke. No, it was Lagerbielke being pish. I don't know what he was doing.
Anytime Rangers did get a chance, it was straight at Joe Hart. I mean, people will say Joe Hart had a great game today, but I think I would have made every save Joe Hart made.
Rangers are lucky Ange isn't in charge, because you know what? They'd still be in the cup. They'd be fucking 6 points clear of them instead of 4, and this probably would have been about 5-0 a day.
Well, Ange Ball's working pretty good down at Spurs at the moment. Spurs sitting third in the league, I believe.
Aye, something like that.
So 10 points out of 12, not bad. But yeah, Rangers' best chance came from Sam Lammers when he came on. He done well to take the ball around Joe Hart. Joe Hart came rushing out, dived in. Lammers went past him. Maybe he should have tried to cheat. I don't know, tried to go down for a penalty or something, because based on his finishing, holy fuck. If you can't score, and I get it, the angle isn't great, but this is a professional footballer. You have to score this.
It's not like he's hit the post. He probably hit the side net.
It kind of reminded me a little bit of Torres against Liverpool.
Yeah, nah. I said at the time, right? And
well, you don't think it did remind you?
I kind of did. I mean, at least but the Torres one was like tons of pace, though. Like, it was almost a bit forgivable, that one. This one, this guy's got 7 goals in 4 seasons.
And the question is, why are Rangers bringing someone like that in?
Yo, I'm not denying the guy's got technical ability. He clearly does.
No,
Rangers need a fucking goal.
7 goals in 4 seasons is pish for anybody unless you play goalkeeper. I would argue Suter and Goldson have better numbers than that.
I'd say so too.
I'm convinced Suter and Goldson. Well, I know Suter would.
Yeah, I think Miller's a bit of a midget, isn't he?
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, so Lammers missed that chance, and I'm just not. I can't really sit here and say Rangers created lots. They didn't. It was just crosses into the box that were easily dealt with. Yilmaz came on, and every crossbar one was fucking pants. Couldn't he beat the first man? He either met the first Celtic defender, or he crossed the ball out for a Celtic goal kick. Apart from late on, where he actually done a good ball, he picked out Cantwell, and Cantwell hit it straight down the middle, right at Joe Hart. And again, Joe Hart will get credit for this, but I could have saved it. My dog could have saved it.
No, yeah, you're right. Your dog could have saved it.
My dog's that fat; she would have absorbed the ball, and the ball would have burst.
Where do the Rangers go for this? So Celtic will not be worse any point this season.
Well, I did say, I mean, you say it's a second string defence. I think that's been kind. Like, Scales wouldn't get a second. If you're taking Scales is 5th choice at best.
Yeah, like, you know, he literally is like 5th choice. Like, you've got
and Bernabe and Ralston are only 2nd choices because there's no one fucking else. Like, nobody wants them at the club. You don't never hear a positive word by Celtic fans being saying about
You've got to say, right? See, apart from Sterling, that was Rangers at full pelt, full strength, and even then, the amount of people that have a go at Barisic and Yilmaz, and except remember Sterling start. I don't think he did. I think he was one of Rangers' better players initially.
I think Sterling's pretty good defensively, but he offers you nothing going forward.
Yeah. So.
But then again, you look at what Yilmaz offered when he came on.
But imagine this was Rangers' defence, right? They had like a second string. You'd be fucking throwing the likes like King and Ben Davies in there. Imagine Kyogo up against them. Not that Suter did himself, but yeah, Rangers didn't do enough. You know what? I'm not gonna do it like Rodgers did like last week. Yeah, we weren't good enough, but you know it was the plastic pitch. Yeah, Rangers, one of the worst decisions you'll see this season. Even though you said the Kelly one was bad yesterday, but I'm not going to use that as an excuse. Rangers didn't deserve fuck all at that game.
I think they deserved a draw. I don't think Celtic done enough to win.
I'll disagree. I know Rangers got shafted at a goal, but Rangers did not do enough considering they were behind for so long in that game and did nothing. hopeless balls into the box.
Nah, I think a draw would have been a fair result. I'm not giving you that. I don't think Celtic done enough to win.
No, they didn't, but that's what champions do. They win despite being pish.
Oh, don't give me that. That's what champions do. Shite.
Rangers, what, so Celtic aren't going to become champions? It's fucking 3 in a row.
Like
56 is dead.
Celtic were shite today. Let's be honest. Rangers were just worse. I'm not accepting that Celtic done well or deserved it. I think any team.
Yeah, but if you're less shite, do you not deserve the win?
I
never said Celtic were good.
I just refuse.
Celtic were decent defensively.
I know, but I think most teams in the league would have held it for a clean sheet win the day against Rangers.
Yeah, probably. Anyway, guys, that's we're going to wrap this up. We'll be back later. Edinburgh clubs in action. Will Motherwell go top of the league? I fucking hope so. We can only hope.
Shite game. I gave 2 scoreline predictions. I said either 2-0 Rangers or a 0-0 draw. And I could have seen a 0-0 draw, and who knows, I wasn't that far away, but questions have to be asked here.
Aye, they do have to be asked. But it's us signing out, guys. It's all over. The first Old Firm wasn't a good game.
It was shite. Michael BEALE out. Till next time. Peace.